My child, if tonight your body has already lain down, but your mind still refuses to stop, if your eyes are tired but your thoughts keep racing as though they are afraid of silence, then do not leave just yet. Because perhaps what is exhausting you is not only today. Perhaps it is the fact that for too many nights now, your mind has never truly released you. And if you are in a night like that, then this word is for you. My child, I know there are nights that feel very long. Long not because the clock is moving slowly, but because your heart cannot find a place to settle. You have turned off the lights, put your phone down, tried to close your eyes, and still there is no quiet within you. One unfinished thought pulls another behind it. One worry gives birth to another fear. You move from what happened during the day to what may happen tomorrow. You go back over what you said, what you did not say, what you did not do well enough, what you wish you could do differently if given another chance. And from there, your mind begins building futures that have not even arrived. What if that bad thing happens? What if I do not make it in time? What if they change their heart? What if the future becomes heavier than I can bear? And so your body lies still, but inside you, everything is still running. There are nights when you are not tired because you have done too much, but because you have thought too much. I know that during the day, you still move through life like everyone else. You still answer people, still smile, still work, still hold yourself together in a way that looks normal from the outside. Sometimes people may even look at you and think you are strong, steady, and in control. But only you know that night is when everything real begins to rise. There is no more noise to drown out your fears, no more tasks to cover up the emptiness, no more role of strength to keep performing. There is only the room, the darkness, and your heart with everything it tried to hide all day long. There are nights when you are not exactly crying, yet your soul already feels undone. There are nights when your eyes are dry, but your chest feels as though a heavy stone is resting on it. There are nights when you do not know whether you are sad, afraid, exhausted, or simply worn out from carrying too much for too long without even having the strength to name it. My child, I know what wears you down is not only the thoughts themselves. It is the feeling that if you let go, no one will catch you. There are so many people living like this. They are not only anxious because the future is uncertain. They are anxious because deep inside, they believe that if they do not think through every possibility, prepare for every danger, and stay alert to every shift, no one else will do it for them. So they remain tense, they hold on, they stay on guard, they calculate, they circle through the same worries over and over, as though by doing so, they can somehow make life less fragile. But my child, there are things that only drain you further the more tightly you try to control them. There are burdens you have carried so long that they have begun to press into your chest, as though they belong there. And then you can no longer tell the difference between true responsibility and fear wearing the clothes of responsibility. I know that sometimes you are even afraid of yourself, afraid of how loud your thoughts become, afraid of how one small thing can make your whole inner world unravel, afraid of how you keep returning to the same idea as though your mind has no off switch. Sometimes you even feel ashamed. You look at others who seem able to sleep, release, and let go, and then you turn back and ask yourself why you cannot do something that seems so simple. Why others can think for a while and then stop while you keep walking in circles. Why something is already over, yet your heart is still holding it. Why tomorrow has not even come, and you are already tired from it tonight. But my beloved, hear me clearly. You are not weak because your thoughts are loud. You are not broken because your heart is sensitive. You are not failing because there are nights when you cannot make your mind go quiet. Your anxious mind is a tired mind, not an evil one. And your heart does not need to be judged because it has been reacting for too long to things that felt bigger than what it could carry. Perhaps your worries are not without reason. Perhaps you have lived through enough to know how quickly life can shift. Perhaps you have lost things you thought would stay. Perhaps you have received news you were not ready for. Perhaps you have been betrayed where you once felt safe. Perhaps you have done your best and still watched things slip through your hands. Perhaps you have collapsed inside and no one truly saw. And because of that, your nervous system now lives in a state of vigilance. It does not want you to be hurt again. It does not want you to be caught off guard again. It does not want you to be left alone in another storm with no warning. So it keeps making you think, keeps making you remember, keeps making you build every possible scenario. In its clumsy way, it is trying to protect you. I know that. But what is trying to protect you by keeping you in constant alarm is slowly draining the life from you. Not everything that comes from fear truly knows how to keep you safe. My child, I do not come near you tonight to scold you into peace. I do not say, "Why are you still worried?" I do not say, "Why can't you let this go?" I do not stand at a distance and become annoyed by your inner chaos. I sit very near to nights like this. Very near. Near enough to hear the unevenness of your breathing. Near enough to know how exhausted you are from appearing normal all day and only collapsing into yourself when darkness comes. Near enough to know that there are people hearing these words who do not need one more piece of advice. They do not need to hear, "Try harder." They do not need to hear, "Be stronger." They do not need to hear, "Stop thinking so much." They simply need permission to fall apart and still be loved. And my child, you are loved right there, in the very moment when you can no longer hold yourself together. I want you to understand something deeply. Peace is not a reward you receive after you have finished controlling your life. Peace does not come after every bill is paid, every answer is clear, every relationship is healed, every danger is removed. If you wait until everything is perfect before allowing your heart to rest, then you will wait a very long time. Because in this life, there will always be something unfinished, something uncertain, something unresolved. True peace is not born from your grip on everything. True peace is born when you know there is one, strong enough to hold with you what you cannot hold alone. Peace is not earned by control. Peace is not something you gain by exhausting yourself further. It is a gift I place in the hands of the one who knows they were never meant to be God over their own life. And this is what I want to say to you, clearly, firmly, like a sentence I want you to carry into many nights to come. You do not have to solve tomorrow tonight. Do you hear me? You do not have to solve tomorrow tonight. There are people who spend all the peace of the present trying to rescue a future that has not arrived. They bring tomorrow into bed with them, and then the week after, and the month after, and even the fears of next year, and they force their heart to carry all of it in one dark evening. But my child, tomorrow has not yet come, and the grace for tomorrow does not need to be spent tonight. What you need right now is rest. Not because everything is fine, but because you cannot do anything well from a soul that has been drained empty. I know there are nights when you kneel before me and do not know what to say. Your mouth has no words, but your mind is full of noise. Sometimes you think you should pray, but all that comes out is a sigh. Sometimes you feel too tangled to even name one clear thing before me. But my beloved, I do not need beautiful prayers to understand you. I understand silence. I understand a heavy breath. I understand a cry that never becomes sound. I understand the way you stare upward and do not know how to begin. Do not be ashamed of your clumsy prayers. Sometimes the most beautiful prayer is not the longest one. It is the tired heart that still does not walk away from me. You often think that if you stop worrying, then you are being irresponsible. If you sleep, then you are neglecting what is unfinished. If you relax, then everything will fall apart. But my child, responsibility and anxiety are not the same thing. You can live faithfully without living in panic. You can prepare without being cruel to your own nervous system. You can care deeply without tormenting yourself into sleeplessness. You can do your part, and when you have reached your limit, you can learn to stop. That stopping does not make you weak. It is wisdom. It is truth. It is the healthy confession that some things in this life were never placed inside your power to control. Perhaps what exhausts you most is not the worry itself, but the fact that you have to fight it in loneliness. During the day, you can still distract yourself, but at night, when everything becomes still, it feels as though you are trapped inside your own mind. One thought does not leave before another arrives. One memory is not quiet before another fear rises. One sorrow has not been named before shame slips in beside it. And there are moments when you only want your mind to stop telling stories. But the more you force it into silence, the louder it becomes. The more you resent yourself for not being calm, the farther calm seems to move away. So tonight, I do not want you to go to war with yourself anymore. Do not begin with battle. Begin with gentleness. Speak to yourself like this: I am very tired, and there is nothing shameful about that. Sometimes one soft sentence like that is already the first doorway out of tension. Then breathe, not quickly, not carelessly. Truly breathe, like someone reminding their body that, for this moment, it may lower its alarm a little. Inhale deeply, slowly. Hold for a moment. Then let the exhale be longer. If one breath does not settle you, take another. Not to instantly become a perfectly peaceful person, but to let your body know that, in this moment, it is still being held. Many of your fears do not come from the present moment. They come from memory, from projection, from the stories your mind keeps building. But in this exact moment, perhaps you are safer than your mind is telling you. And I am here in this moment with you. My child, not every thought is the truth. A tired mind can tell a very convincing story, but it does not always tell a fair one. A silence can become rejection. A small mistake can become a total failure. A hard day can be stretched in your mind into a dark future. Some thoughts are only fear, speaking in a reasonable tone. Some reactions are old wounds, wearing the clothes of the present. I am not asking you to hate your thoughts. I only want you to learn how to hear them without believing all of them. Hear your mind, but hear me too. Hear your fear, but hear the truth too. And the truth is this: you are not alone. You are not abandoned. You do not need to carry every possible disaster in order to prove that you are responsible. Perhaps some are hearing these words tonight and have lived with anxiety for years. They are used to a heavy chest, used to living on alert, used to never fully relaxing. so used to it that they have begun to think it is simply who they are. But my child, anxiety is not your identity. Overthinking is not the name of your soul. Tension is not the deepest truth of what I created in you. It may be something you are carrying, but it is not all of who you are. Do not let a long-lasting condition define your entire being. You are a person who is tired, not a person born only to remain exhausted forever. You are a heart under strain, not a heart incapable of peace. I know some are listening tonight with another layer of shame because they think they should be better by now. They should have moved on by now. They should not still be this anxious, this fragile, this easily shaken. But my beloved, healing does not follow the schedule of shame. A tired nervous system does not quiet down because you demand it. A heart that has been made to feel unsafe many times does not soften because you tell it to get over it. Healing needs time, safety, and repeated gentleness. That is why I do not come to rush you tonight. I come to walk with the process. I remain with you in the unfinished stage. I do not love you only after peace has fully returned. I love you even while you are still trembling. Think back for a moment. How many things have you once worried about until you could not sleep? And in the end, either they never happened the way you feared, or they did happen and you still made it through. I do not say that to minimize what you feel now. I say it to remind you that you are stronger than you often believe, and I am more faithful than you often remember. There were seasons you thought would destroy you, and still you came through them. There were days when you thought your heart would break beyond repair, and still it continued beating. There were times when you thought the light had gone out entirely, and still morning came. You did not pass through those nights alone. I was already there, and if I did not abandon you in those old nights, I will not abandon you in this one. My child, I do not come to place more weight into your hands. I come to take some of it from you. Give me what you cannot solve tonight. Give me the name of the person who is making your heart uneasy. Give me the bill you do not know how to pay. Give me the result you are waiting for. Give me the conversation you keep replaying. Give me the nameless fear sitting on your chest. Give me the shame you feel because you still cannot calm down. Give me the exhaustion of always having to hold yourself up. Give me all of it. Not because I do not already know what it is, but because your heart needs to learn how to open its hands. There are people who want healing, yet still hold on to worry as though it has become part of their body. Tonight, begin to release it. Perhaps right now, your room still looks the same. The problems around you have not disappeared. Tomorrow still has not become clearer. But healing does not always begin with a dramatic change outside of you. Sometimes it begins with one small truth being placed softly inside the heart. That I am not as alone as I thought. That I do not have to be perfect in order to rest. That I do not have to solve everything in order to be loved. That there is one still awake while I sleep. That there is a love that does not panic when it sees me tangled. That there is a presence steady enough to hold what I can no longer carry. Sometimes, one truth like that is enough to begin changing the night. My beloved, what is exhausting you is not only today. It is the fact that for too many days now, you have always had to be the one holding yourself together. Always the one calculating ahead. Always the one soothing yourself. Always the one continuing. So tonight, I want to say this to you as something both soft and strong. You do not have to keep doing this alone. You do not have to keep being the God of your own life. You do not have to keep guarding all of tomorrow with eyes already red from lack of rest. You are allowed to sleep. You are allowed to sleep without understanding everything. You are allowed to sleep without being fully okay yet. You are allowed to sleep even if you have not released every single worry, because that rest is not built on perfection. It is built on the truth that I am still holding you. Now, before you sleep, imagine those thoughts as objects you have been carrying all day. Some are real responsibilities. Some are fear. Some are true tasks. Some are only projection. Some are old memories. Some are words people once spoke. Some are sentences of condemnation you have spoken over yourself. You do not need to carry all of them into bed. What belongs to tomorrow, let tomorrow hold. What is not yours to control, give to me. What has not yet happened, do not treat as if it already has. What is an old sentence, do not let it sit at the head of your bed like it owns the place. What is a painful memory, let me sit beside you when it rises. Do not hold it all. Tonight is not for holding it all. Tonight is for releasing some of it. And if tonight you can do only one thing, then do this. Do not run from me in the very nights when you are most overwhelmed. Do not think you must calm down before you can come to me. Do not think you must pray beautifully before I will hear you. Do not think you must become strong before I will come near. Come exactly as you are, with a full mind, with a tired heart, with broken-up prayers, with helplessness. I would rather have the real you in exhaustion than a polished version pretending to be fine. Because I do not embrace an image. I embrace a real person. And that real person, tonight, is still deeply precious to me. There will come a day when night will not frighten you the way it does now. There will come a day when you lie down and do not have to wrestle for hours before sleep arrives. There will come a day when the things that used to make you panic become only distant memories. There will come a day when you look back and realize I led you out of a very heavy place, even though, at the time, you did not know how it was happening. Perhaps tonight is not the night when everything changes completely, but tonight may be the night you begin to stop carrying everything alone. And that beginning is already enough for me to begin working. My child, you have worked so hard. You have thought too much for too long. You have held yourself together through too many nights already. Tonight, you do not need to do anything more in order to be loved more. You do not need to prove anything in order for me to be nearer. You do not need perfect peace in order to deserve my presence. Lay your head down. Exhale. Let the darkness become not the place where your mind tortures you, but the place where you begin to trust that there is still a love here after every other voice grows quiet. Sleep if you can. And if sleep does not come immediately, then simply lie there in me. I am not impatient. I do not grow tired of you. I do not leave because you are not calm yet. I remain here until your heartbeat slows, until your eyelids grow heavy, until your soul begins to understand that it is being held. You do not have to solve everything tonight in order to deserve peace. You only need to remember one thing. I am still here. And as long as I am still here, this worry is not the final voice. As long as I am still here, tomorrow is not something you must enter alone. As long as I am still here, your heart still has a place to rest. Go to sleep now, my beloved. What is unfinished, tomorrow will receive grace for tomorrow. What is unclear, I will still guide. What is heavy, I am still carrying with you. Tonight, you are not abandoned inside your own mind. Tonight, you are allowed to rest. And in that rest, I am still your God.